I have one move for brilliant chipping. Welcome to Short Game Saturday. If you are a brand new viewer to Elliott Golf, a warm welcome to the channel. If you do enjoy this content, please do consider subscribing before you leave. So I've got three things to tell you. Number one is obviously, don't forget to smash that subscribe button down below, guys. Number two is that tomorrow on my channel, it is all about Sunday swings. Now, Sunday swings is where I give you a chance to win a free swing analysis and tips to improve your golf game. Now, if you're there thinking, well, I've got no space to improve my golf game, put hashtag pick me on last week's video. I'll leave a link at the end of the video, and you can send old swings in and I can give you tips that you can do from home so you can improve during lockdown if you're currently in lockdown. Now, the final thing is we have 2 days left on the giveaway for the Garmin S62. I've been testing this out. This is a neat piece of kit, and just a massive thanks to American Golf for sending me one because it's helped me with my fitness and I can't wait to test it out on the course. So I'm going to break this brilliant move down into 3 stages, and these are going to be simple building foundations all the way through to a drill you can implement even without a golf ball. Right, let's get to it. Oh, and I nearly forgot to tell you, everything that we're gonna do today is gonna make you the most consistent chipper you've ever been. The first element of chipping and this week's move is to understand how you set up to the golf ball correctly, because a lot of people do 2 common mistakes. Too far away, also incorrect ball position, and most commonly getting that ball too far back. Now, I'm guilty, I have been there, and if you've been there, guys, do comment down below. Are you someone that has got into that trap of putting the ball too far back in their stance to feel as though they guarantee a strike? I know I have. Something that I read, and actually I was taught as a junior. So what we're looking for is a setup which allows us to move the golf club in, around and up, and allows that club to fall naturally onto the golf ball. I'm going to say one thing to you straight away. If we stand to it like a 7-iron and we're trying to make a small swing, we've got a lot of independence with this golf club because the body isn't set up to move correctly. Now, we've got to also understand that as much as the body is important in the long game, it's super important in the short game too. So the setup is getting closer to the golf ball. How I like to feel this is I put the golf club down behind the golf ball and I shuffle in. What I'm looking for here is the shaft to feel as though it's a little bit steeper in the address position. A lot of people will find the hands are low, and this again is just breeding independence. I like to feel as though the whole of the sole, and this is my feelings now, is touching the ground. This allows me to feel as though the golf club has got more chance of staying in front of me throughout. Right. Secondly, I then build my stance. Now, the rule of thumb, as I get closer to the green, so for example, a chip shot just off the fringe, my stance will be narrower than if I'm hitting sort of a chip/pitch shot. So the rule of thumb is, as you get closer to the green, the stance gets a little bit narrower. Now, for this chip shot here, I like to feel as though my width of stance is a club head wide. Place my club head down behind the golf ball, build my stance around that. At the minute, I'm keeping parallel lines, and this is the setup that I've got. Parallel line for my external blue line with my hips and my shoulders and my feet to begin with. From here, I go weight left. The key signature move, flail the left toe, pull the left foot back. Now I'm in a position to set up the body. I can limit the rotation on the way back, but I can really help myself keep the move on the way through. Oh, and I've not covered ball position yet. Here you go, ball position. So we've built our stance from the top. Club head width apart for a short chip. This gets a little bit wider as we move into chipping. Build its stance. You want to feel the shaft's a little bit steeper than possibly where you've had it previously. Pull the left foot back and flail the left toe, weight going left. Now you'll notice here, I've not got this ball too far back. Lots of forward shuffling. And vice versa, I've not got it too far forward. The key areas and elements that I'm looking for is 1, ball position in the middle. 2, feeling that my hands are just on the golf ball. I personally, and for a lot of people that I teach, don't like to see too much forward shuffling. Now, of course, there are situations where we do want it, but we're talking a standard chip, and don't get it digging, don't dig. So we're in, weight left, flail the left foot, and you notice here, hands are on the golf ball, I've got a position what's encouraging me to use the bounce, not dig the leading edge. No diggers. Now, you've probably been wondering, what am I doing with this setup here? This is the setup that I encourage every single person that comes to a chipping lesson, a short game lesson, to adopt in their practice. For simple reasons, it stops people getting into that habit that the club for a short shot has to work straight back and straight through. I don't like that move. Vice versa, on the caveat to that, I don't like the club being taken too far inside and to the right, or inside and scoot round. So there's a happy medium, and that's why I've got this set up here. So we're talking rough numbers now. This is our alignment stick, which runs parallel to our ball to target line. And then we've got roughly these on a 45-degree angle to this, maybe a little bit less, but around there, okay? I'll take a picture and you can see it from straight away above now from the player's point of view, because this will show you what we're trying to achieve. So adopting the setup from before, club head down, shuffling a bit closer, ball in the middle, flail, weight left. Now we're in a position to let the club move in and up, through, in and up. So we want to feel that we've got a little semicircle that's on a slight invert around the body. So making this move now, adopt the setup, palms down to the ground, just rock the shoulders back and through. And now to do this, on the way through, I also want you to move the chest through the target. Now you'll notice naturally, where are these hands working? They're working in and up, down, in and up. So if we apply that same theory with the golf club now, why would we try and keep the golf club going straight to target? That gets everything a little bit out of sync. So if you're one of those players, just try this at home right now. Feeling, stop the setup, rock it. Because that's getting the body working, that's getting everything that we want to happen. So just a few more reps now, feeling that, working it back, working it through. You'll notice my chest working through to target, being collected on the way through. So the analogy that I like to feel is, lower half stays quite static and still. We hit the shot, it's collected through to target. There's no knee jerk, there's no involuntary movements, it's all a collection period. Don't worry, I've not forgotten about this yet. This is the drill for the end. Right, let's hit a few shots now, just adopting this setup. So in, stance, build, left foot low, in. So these are almost like our stabilizers. The club never crosses it, the club never crosses it. I feel like I've got a margin of error within there, which is smooth, which is more natural. At the end of the day, if we can make our chipping smoother and more natural, it's the place we want to be. Okay. See, for me, it just feels like the club is allowed to drop onto the golf ball. Now, I watched a really great thing and a great video from Pete Cowan, and I remember him talking about the club is fighting gravity. So we don't want the club to work too much behind us and too much in front of us. So if we can get that happy medium, the club's always going to want to fall onto the golf ball. This allows me to predict the height, predict the speed. Oh, and did I not say become more consistent in terms of not smashing one pass, not bringing one short, not spinning one, not thinning one. Get rid of all the errors. Right, time for the final part. But before that, I know I asked you a question so far about, are you a player who has been in that habit where you get the ball too far back in the stance? And I 100% am. Now, on that caveat, I always had a chip shot around the green, which was like a low running shot. That was always like my favourite go-to shot. Now, anytime I had that over a bunker, it was hard to implement. I always felt like I was playing past the flag. So that was actually, in some way, my favourite shot because it was my safest shot. But what is your favourite shot to play around the greens? Just comment that down below because I think it's interesting. Now, is anybody going to be brave and go Phil Mickelson flop? Comment it down below. It's now time to bring it all together using the band. Now, this is the bit you've all been waiting for, but it is worth saying you could use anything. It could be a TheraBand, it could be a band like this, it could be a towel. It's something that I want you to place underneath each arm. So we've got a little bit of pressure onto the armpit. Now, I don't want you to feel you call Mr. or Mrs. Robot with this, because this would be my worst nightmare. I like things to look natural, oily, and smooth. So I've got it under there now. I'm going to adopt the setup. All that I want you to use it for, and you notice my arms are not tensed here, I've still got an element of flow, is to get a feeling of that chest collection on the way through, and not the picking up of the golf club with the arms. So it's all about bringing those three elements we've said already, set up, and that feeling of the arms and the body working together, because that's going to create predictability. So building this into your chipping setup, we're going to use the framework that we've got, we're going to adopt the setup, we're going to hit 3 golf balls with it, 2 without, and that's our 5-ball set. It's going to help us train for better chipping. That wasn't the best chip. I find this hard, because I get the arms working a little bit independent. Right, so that feeling. And if you do find it hard to begin with, just take a few practice swings to remind yourself. So feeling a little bit of the arms working together, remind myself of that feeling. That's better. So look how on the way through, the arms are starting to work in and up, the club will carry on that plane to work in and up, and it's just all a nice, smooth drop of the club on the ball. I don't feel like I'm fighting anything, and that's the key area here. Don't fight it. Oh, that was the best. That felt so smooth. And the key telltale sign is here. I know I'm not chipping it towards the target, but if I can get the ball to actually go through the same area every single time, so roughly around here, I know I've started to bring the golf club back to the ball the same every single time. And it's a lot easier when this works in unison rather than the arms working on their own. Now, another and equally as important point is the fact that it allows you to make a smooth acceleration to the golf ball. How many times do you feel like, don't decel, don't decel, don't decel, we decel, or it becomes a flashy, sharp movement, and we don't want either of those things. So having that body work, having the predictability is absolutely key. So it's that time during Short Game Saturday where I'm going to pull out a few comments from last week. Sam Smith, I don't know if it is the Sam Smith, maybe it is. Pretty cool if it was. But either way, Sam Smith put, I do like your content, very good at explaining what you want to achieve. Thanks so much for the kind words. Michael Sparks put, love that drill, it is brilliant. So it was the one-arm elbow drill. Super cool, super important. So final comment I want to bring out, and I basically asked the question at the start of the video, which was, who has the best short game of all time? I was like, Sevi, Tiger, they're like up there with me. And Fortnite Pro put his favourite short game of all time is Tiger Woods. I just think of 16, that celebration, Steve Williams doing the high five, the whole thing was like a staged advert. So thank you for watching this week's Short Game Saturday. This is probably one of the most important lessons that I need for my own game, so I hope it's helped you improve too. Now, don't forget, 2 most important things. Well, there's 3, but I'm going to say for you guys, it's probably the most 2. The watch. Don't forget to enter that. I'll leave the link at the end. And also, that tomorrow is Sunday Swings, where you have a chance, yes, come on guys, you have a chance to win a free swing analysis and tips to help you improve your golf game. Now, who doesn't want that? Go to relevant video, I'll leave that at the end. I think I can leave 2 links. And comment on that, hashtag pick me. So important. If you want to improve, join Lockdown. And finally, if you did enjoy the content, hit that thumbs up button and do please consider subscribing. Stay safe. If you are in the UK, enjoy your bank holiday weekend. And if you are across the world and wherever you are, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.